Wake up to the sunlight with your windows open. Don't hold in your anger or leave things unspoken. Wear your red dress.
Hi, my name is Alicia. I blog at Blessed to be a Blessing, and this is my YouTube channel, Alicia Blessed. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my February favorites. Now, most of these February favorites videos that I've watched are from people who are more like makeup and beauty related. I do a little bit of like fashion stuff on my blog and Instagram and stuff for those of you who follow me, but I'm not huge into makeup and beauty. So I'm going to do some of my favorite makeup and beauty products and things like that, but I'm also going to add in some other things that are more along the lines of sticking with my blog and things like that. So to start with, I will start with my makeup favorites from the month of February. For those of you who follow along with me, you know that my good friend Amanda and her boyfriend Timothy came down and visited us, my husband and I, in Florida at the end of February. And she is the one I go to with all of my makeup related questions. She's awesome. Look her up at Miss Fleeting Beauty on YouTube and follow her channel. She's amazing. But I wanted her help with eyeshadow because I only had one eyeshadow palette from Mary Kay that was handed down to me from my mom when I was, I think, 15. And then one other little eyeshadow palette that was all really glittery that I had purchased, and I still like that palette. It had just gotten a little too glittery. I needed something that was still shimmery and pretty, but that I didn't feel like I was bombing my eyes with glitter when I put it on. So she recommended to me the Maybelline Color Tattoos, and she had brought hers with her, so I got to try it before I purchased it. And they're $5, so you can't beat that. I'm thinking about trying it in another color, but I have the Bad to the Bronze, and I just love it. It's creamy. You can just apply it with your finger over my whole eyelid. If I want a darker look, I don't have to do anything else. It just gives a little bit more depth and color and pop. Or I can add a little bit of lighter eyeshadow over top, or more colors if I want to mix it up a little bit. The other eyeshadow that she recommended, and she actually got for me because it was a little out of my budget as a gift, and thank you, was this Stilla eyeshadow in Oasis. And it's just a beautiful pink color with gold undertones, and I'm actually wearing both of them today. I have the Color Tattoo Bad to the Bronze underneath, if you can see it all, and the Stilla swept over the top, just on the top and in the crease, just to kind of go from a dark to light look, which I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's what I did, and I like it. So next I'm going to do my clothes favorites. My clothes favorites for the month were actually this scarf, which is also from Amanda. She had two, so she gifted me with this one when I commented that I liked her other one. And while she was here, I went to Forever 21. I had gone to the beach and my eyes hurt really bad for a couple days afterwards. I think I might have sunburned them, and I'm notorious for breaking and losing sunglasses, so I knew I needed a cheap pair, and thank you Forever 21. I got these for $6 or $6.80 or something after tax, and I could not be happier. They're just cute and simple and work for everything. They cover really well, and I realized that they're very lightly pink tinted, so they give everything that's yellow or white normally just the very faintest pinky rose glow, which of course I love since pink's my favorite color. Next I'm going to do my hair favorites, and I've been really struggling with dry hair and broken ends. I need a haircut, but I'm kind of delaying and putting it off for a multitude of reasons. But so I found a couple things that are helping my dry hair and split ends. I got this free a while ago when I bought conditioner at Target. It's the Garnier Fructis Triple Nutrition Nutrient Spray. Dual Action Nourish and Shine. And as you can kind of see, it gets like all separated and looks really oily and greasy. And you shake it up and it gets all like white and foamy all throughout, and then you just spritz it on your hair. And it feels oily, but it doesn't make my hair greasy. Like, it feels oily at first, and you just kind of let it soak into your hair, and then it just smooths everything out, and it lays flat and shiny and pretty. And because I struggle with dry hair so much, this has just been amazing without making my hair oily. I don't spray it on the roots, I just spray it on the ends. Then another thing that I've been using, and this I also purchased a long time ago, the Herbal Essence Long-Term Relationship Leave-In Split-In Protection. Split End Protection. This You can use it dry, wet, damp, it doesn't matter. You just put some on your finger and rub it in through the ends of your hair, and it just kind of nourishes and moistens and smooths out those split ends. So that's been really helpful too if I just want it like on the ends and really like deep extra conditioner. And then I decided to finally try using coconut oil to give my hair like a deep oil conditioner, because it was just so bad. And so I, after I shampooed my hair, I just put coconut oil in my hands, and it's I don't know if you can see, but the texture and consistency, like it's hard, it's a solid. You can kind of see the white in there. But you just scoop some out into your hand. I used a spoon so that I didn't contaminate it for my with my fingers, because I use this to cook with too. Put it in my hand, and the hot steaminess of the shower will melt it out, and the warmth of your hands will melt it really fast. And then just rub it through your hair. I let it sit in for probably 5 or 6 minutes, and then rinsed it out, conditioned on top of it. My hair got pretty oily by the end of the day, but it really helped soften and smooth and strengthen my hair, and I think I need to start doing it on a weekly basis, at least for a little while right now, while I'm just struggling with my hair being so dry. Go ahead and try them out. I'll have links down below. And then some books that I have been loving. I started this probably 6 months ago, but I just finished it during the month of February, and if you follow my blog, you know that I wrote an entire blog post on it. That wasn't a long blog post, but I recommended it to people to read, and this would probably be, besides the Bible, my #1 all-time go read this book. It's called Touching Godliness Through Submission by K.P. Yohannan, and I was so convicted while reading this book, and it so radically changed my perception of authority and what the Bible says about authority. Not that I hadn't heard the verses and scriptures below, but just the way it was presented was so convicting and so real and so true. And he doesn't cut any corners or hide things or try to make you feel better about yourself, and he doesn't put himself up on some pedestal. He gives numerous examples of areas and times that he's failed in this area, and stories, and just attributes his understanding of authority to the grace of God. And if there is any book I would ever recommend you read, ever, it would be this book. Especially if you serve or volunteer in your church in any capacity at all. This is just so important. Yeah, I'll be done, but just know that this is a really good book. And then the other book is a series of books, and they're old books, as you can see. The Agatha Christie Mystery Collection. She's an old British writer, so you just, as you read it, you kind of get that Elizabethan Pride and Prejudice, like British feel just throughout the whole thing, which I love. It's so much fun. And this lady, I do not know how in the world she concocts these insane situations in her head, but she does, and they're amazing. And I can never figure it out until the very end. You think you got it figured out, and then there's another twist and another twist and another, and it's amazing. Some of them are a little scary. I read a kind of scary one in January, or beginning of February, yeah, and was like, ooh. I put them down for a little while, but I just picked up another one, and I'm only a few pages in. I'm trying not to let myself get sucked in too fast so that I don't just waste a whole day reading it. But these are really good if you like British writing, and if you like murder mysteries. And the last thing I have is I like to listen to podcasts of different pastors, and the sermon series that not sermon series, but the pastor that I'm enjoying listening to his Sunday morning podcast from his church in the month of February was Pastor Vestnys. And he teaches at Calvary Chapel, Petaluma, California. And I think the name of his ministry is Steadfast Ministries, but he just, he's not one of these really hyper intense, excitable preachers, but he does teach with emotion and expression, and he just teaches truth. So those are my February favorites on a wide variety of topics. So go ahead and leave a comment down below or a comment on my blog. Write your own blog post and leave a link. Make your own video, leave a link, something, anything, just to tell me some of your February favorites so I can get to know you a little bit better. Introduce yourself if we haven't met before. And I hope you enjoyed this and that it was kind of fun to get to know some random facts about me, too. Thank you.
I choose you. All my attention, affection, all my devotions for you.